Hello children, myself Mrs. Dimple Kundar from Seth Vidya Mandir English High School CBSE will start Maths for Standard 5 Lesson 10 Measurement. So students, let's start with lesson number 10 Measurement. Now what is measurement? Yes, measurement is finding a number that shows the size or amount of something. Like suppose if I tell you to measure the size of your notebook or the size of the table, so you need to a standard unit to measure certain things. Suppose if I ask you what is your weight, so you need to measure also the weight. So whatever you measure and the number that comes is called as measurement. The number is in reference to some standard measurements. Now standard measurements such as meters, grams and liters. Like if I want to measure length, it will be, I will say that I am measuring the length of my notebook, which can be in meters. Next is grams. Grams is when I have to check my weight. It can be grams or kilograms. And if I want to measure capacity, I will be measuring it into liters. For any liquid things, it will be liters. And the temperature is measured usually in degrees centigrade. So in this chapter, we will learn about the 4 measurement values for length, which the basic value standard unit of length is meters. Next we will be learning about weight. The standard unit of weight is grams. Next is capacity, the standard unit being liters, and temperature is measured in degrees Celsius or degrees Fahrenheit. I will be teaching in detail when I go forward with all the exercise. Okay, so let's start. So let's start with the first unit of measurement, that is length. Length, when we measure a distance of a place or the size of a book or any article, is the length. The basic unit of length or the standard unit of length is meter. We always measure distances or numbers with meters. And kilometer, hectometer, decameter, meter, decimeter, centimeter and millimeter are the other units of measuring length, in which kilometer is the biggest unit and millimeter or centimeter is the smallest unit. The most common units which we use are kilometer when we travel a longer distance. When you measure longer things, it is meter, and the other common distance unit which we use is centimeter. Okay, and now there is a method of remembering this. Now when you go from one unit to the other unit, there is a difference of 10 between each unit. So whenever I move from kilometer to hectometer, there is a difference of 10 meters. Similarly, from hectometers to decameters, it is 10, and so on. Now whenever I move from a bigger unit to a smaller unit, I will multiply it by the multiples of the numbers given. Like suppose if I move from kilometer to hectometer, I'll multiply it by 10. Kilometer to meter, I will multiply it by 1000. 10 tens are 100, 100 tens are thousands. So, and we know that 1 kilometer is 1000 meters. Similarly, if I am moving from meters to centimeter, I will multiply by 100. And we also know that 1 meter is 100 centimeters or 1 centimeter is 10 millimeters. So, and when we go from a smaller unit to a bigger unit, we will divide. So if I want to move from a millimeter to centimeter, I will divide by 10. If I want to move from centimeter to meter, I will divide by 100. And meters to kilometers, I will multiply by, divide by 1000. So let's start with exercise 10A. John bought 27.5 meters of cloth. How many centimeters, cm is centimeters, of cloth did he buy? So he bought meters, I have to convert it to cm. Now meters and centimeters, when conversion, you are going from a bigger unit to a smaller unit. When you are going from a bigger unit to smaller unit, we need to multiply. and 1 meter is how many centimeters? 10 and 10 gap. So 10 tens are 100. So we will multiply by 100 and get the answer. Start. We will write the statement first. John bought 27.5 meters of cloth. Now convert to cm. Now 1 meter is equal to how many centimeters I told? 100 centimeters. So to 27.5 m we have to convert it into centimeters. So we have to find this. To find this, what we will do? 27.5 I will multiply by 100. Now when I am multiplying, you know that when I multiply any number by 100, you have to add 2 zeros. But when a decimal point is there, you will shift this point for 1 0 and add 1 0. So it will become 2750. 2 zeros. So 1 0 will be the decimal place and the other 0 I will add. So it will be 2750 centimeters. Okay. So now we write the answer. John bought 2750 centimeters of cloth. We had to find the answer in centimeters, so we write it in centimeters. We move to the next question. Question number 2. Reena walked 2 kilometers in the morning and 3000 meters in the evening. What is the total distance covered by Reena in kilometers? Now we have to find the answer in kilometers. So from morning 2 kilometers is already in kilometers. 3000 meters has to be converted to kilometers. According to the chart, from meters to kilometers, we are going from a smaller unit to a bigger unit. So we will divide. So how divide by which number? 1, 2, 3. 3 zeros. So 1000. So 1 kilometer is 1000 meters. So meters to kilometer I will divide by 1000. So now statements. Reena walked 2 kilometers in the morning and 3000 meters in the evening. Now I have to convert 3000 meters into kilometers. So 1 kilometer is 1000 meters. Okay, so now I have to convert 3000 meters is equal to, now you are dividing. So I will divide it by 1 upon 1000. So when I divide 3000 upon 1000, I cut it. So my answer will be 3 kilometers. So now total distance, what is it? Total distance is 2 kilometers plus 3 kilometers is 5 kilometers. Okay, so now I write the answer. Reena covered 5 kilometers. Third one, Banu bought 4 meters of ribbon and Ranjan bought 2000 centimeters of ribbon. Who bought more and by how much? Now they have not told. They both have bought ribbons in different units. One is in meters and one is in centimeters. Whenever you have to find the difference amongst them or who bought more, we first need to convert them into same units. So we can, and it is not given in centimeters or meters, so I can do any way around. I can convert the meters to centimeters or centimeters to meters and get the answer. The answer, let's compare. Ranjan bought 200 centimeters. So Banu, you are getting 400 centimeters. If I convert it, and if I see 20 meters and it is 4 meters. So who bought more? Yes, Ranjan bought more ribbon by 1600 centimeters or 16 meters. We are getting the answer in both the units.